everyone, it is Saturday the 24th of September. I thought it was time to upload a new Flosstube video and to let you all know what I've been up to for the past 2 weeks or so. I feel like I've had quite a good stitchy fortnight. I work full-time teaching, so I consider it a success if I get maybe an hour or so each evening to sit, watch TV and stitch. So yeah, I've managed that most nights, I think, in the past 2 weeks. So to me, that is a successful fortnight. Yeah, so I've had quite a good week looking at Flosstube videos. I think I sat down the other night and watched about 3 or 4 of them while I was stitching. I can't remember everyone, but I really enjoy watching people and listening to different ideas and looking at what people are stitching while I'm stitching. I quite like it. Works quite nicely sometimes. If my husband's not working, then he sometimes sits on a computer, plays online with his friends. I sit on the sofa, stitch and watch some videos, and yeah, so it works quite nicely. We do obviously communicate at other times, but yeah, sometimes it's nice just to sit, chill out and indulge in our hobbies just for a little bit on our own. So yeah, he's off at work today. He's a paramedic, so he doesn't finish till 6. So idle time for me to record a video. Yeah, it's nice and quiet. Okay, so, oh yeah, other news. Still not moved house. It feels at the moment that, no one really wants it to happen. All these professionals that are involved, solicitors, whatnot, just feels like fighting a losing battle to actually get anything done. The people are really keen to buy our flat. We're really keen to buy our house. The people in that house are really keen to buy their house. That's the end of the chain. It should be really easy, but trying to get solicitors to communicate, people to answer emails, it just seems like a never-ending battle. Trying to aim for the end of September to be in the house, but that's not happened and not likely to happen in the next week, so maybe by middle of October, but who knows. Don't want to get my hopes up just yet. This has been going on since April. I don't know how people move house more than a couple of times in their lifetime, because this is horrendous. Absolutely awful. I don't think I'll ever, if I actually get to my house, I don't think I'll ever move again. I don't know if any of you guys live in Ireland or Scotland. I know in the US it's probably a completely different process, but in in England, people can still pull out of buying a house right at the last minute. So all your paperwork could be done. When it comes to exchanging contracts, people could still pull out, which is what happened to us in August. But I was told that I don't think that can happen in Scotland and Ireland as well. So, which I don't know why it's not the same here, because it is bloody irritating. So yeah, anyway, I've started to get on a rant now, and you're here for stitching, not for my house troubles. So I will talk about stitching. So I've only worked on, I think, 3 things since my last Flosstube video. So the thing I'm currently working on and hope to finish today is my Clouds Factory postcard stitch along. So I don't think you can quite see everything because I've kind of got it on the frame, but I have been working on Tokyo. I only started doing this, I think, last Sunday, so it's only taken me a week, and all I have got left to do is the rest of this. Oh, you can see all the white thread there. The white border around the postcard, the stamp, which will go here, the writing obviously, and there's a couple of little bits here for her hair, which are like chopsticks in her bun, so there's some bits that go here as well. I actually did stitch all of this last night, and then I realised that I'd stitched some of the stitches here, one column too close to the lady, I think. Yeah, so I had to unpick it, or I don't know if you can see the holes maybe, or I frogged it. So then once I'd done that, I gave up and went to bed. So I couldn't be bothered to stitch it again. But once I finished uploading this video, I think I will give it another go and try and get it done. And then that is 5 postcards complete. I don't think you can't see the other one, but I've got Rio just here behind the frame. Can't be bothered to take it off the frame. You've seen it in previous videos. There you go, look, there he is. Okay, yeah, so yeah, really enjoying this. And I think I've said before in my previous videos, I'll go, as I only started this in May, I think, I'll go back and do the first 4 months, you know, next year. And carry on that way. So yeah, it's really good. Enjoying that one. Okay, so that's what I've been working on this past week. The week before that, I was working on my Lakeside Needlecraft fantasy stitch along, which I know lots of people are doing. So it's really fun to see how everyone else is getting on. So this seems to be the main thing that I show you in my Flosstube videos. Seems to be what, I don't know, seem to spend most time talking about. So I don't think I had finished this in my last one, but I was very close to finishing. I think I went off after the video and finished it. But here he is, here's September's Wizard. I really like him. I much preferred stitching him to the Pegasus. I had a nightmare with that. But I used the block method of stitching. Just did a 10 by 10 block at a time. And yeah, had no problems. So yeah, I really like him. Lots of people I've noticed in the Facebook group and on Instagram and wherever else have started naming theirs. I haven't got any name ideas apart from like obvious W names like Walter the Wizard. I don't know. But yeah, any suggestions then please feel free to let me know. Same for Pegasus, I haven't got any names. So yeah, so this is what the whole thing looks like so far. Looks kind of odd, but after I finished the Wizard I went straight onto the circle for the October character that will be released in a week. Next Saturday first, isn't it? I think, yeah, next Saturday. Oh, that's exciting. It's at a weekend, yay. We'll maybe get to stitch it on the day. Oh, I'm getting my hair cut next Saturday at 9. Oh well, when I come back. And then I stitched the leaf. I had to stitch the leaf first to help me make sure I get this circle in the right place. Otherwise I think that would have been completely wrong if I'd tried to count from all the way from there to there, especially on 32 count even weave. Yeah, so liking how this is looking. I like the fabric I'm stitching it on. This is 32 count Belfast linen. Fantasy Wings I think it's called. I should really look it up. I say this every time in every video. I think that's what it's called, but who knows, could be something completely different. And I've got my aerial needle minder. And this was from a seller on Etsy from Australia. I think it was called Stitching Mad or Stitching Obsession, something like that. But yeah, I got this as a set of 3. I think I ordered a Beauty and the Beast one and a Mary Poppins one. Yeah, really pretty. Okay, so that's going away now till, well, that's been away for the past week until next Saturday, when no doubt I'll get it out again. So that's that one. Okay, and the third thing that I have worked on in the past couple of weeks is my Big Bang Theory Clouds Factory sampler. Oh, hold on. My threads are stuck in the back of it. Oh no. Okay, so almost finished Raj. I took this one to Craft Club with me on Monday. So just in case you're new to my videos and you haven't heard me talk about my Craft Club before, my father-in-law owns a pub. So every other Monday, me and some of my friends that enjoy crafty hobbies meet up for a couple of hours, have a drink, yeah, and just do what we're working on. So it wasn't too great a turnout this week. There's only 4 of us. So it was me, my mum, my friend Sam and my friend Helen. So Helen brought her knitting, my mum and Sam were using their colouring books, and then as always I take my stitching. So this seems to be my craft club piece at the moment. So thought I'd taken all the coloured threads I need, because I don't necessarily kit up for every project. I kind of switch them around. So this here is empty still because it's supposed to be yellow. I think it's the same as Penny's hair, but that yellow I had left behind in, is either in the postcard sampler or the Lakeside Needlecraft one, and I forgot to take it. So I'd finished him, and then I stitched the word the start of whatever that letter is there. It must be all started with, must be a bit of an H, or that doesn't really look like an H. Oh, and it all started with, yeah, it must be an H. Maybe like a little tail flick of an H. So yeah, probably won't be too long until I finish that. Yeah, like that. Okay. Yeah, so okay, so they are the 3 whips that I've been working on the past fortnight. I've probably got about 7 or 8 whips in total, so not too many compared to some people, but yeah, I've really, once I finish the Clouds Factory postcards, I really hope to maybe spend the next week having a look at, you know, some of my other whips that kind of get neglected when these year-long sales are going on. Yeah, so I'll have a look at them a little bit later. So I will talk to you about stash. Now, I haven't actually had anything in the post cross-stitch related that I've bought for the past 2 weeks, which is pretty amazing for me. Apart from, I suppose this counts. Oh no, I think I lied. I'm not sure if I showed you this in my last video, so it might not be in the last 2 weeks. So I've got World of Cross Stitching magazine. It's part of my subscription. Obviously summer or autumn means Christmas in the cross stitch world. So I'm going to have a flick through this again. I'll flick through it when I get it, and then have another flick through later, see, you know, if I missed anything, or, you know, just to remind myself what was in there. So that's issue number 247. I think it was out in the shops just over a week ago, I think. I probably got this about 2 weeks ago. Then the free gifts that came with it, got this little robin, yeah, robin wreath chart. That's quite cute. Like that. That might be quite nice on some sparkly fabric, I think. Maybe I'll do it. We shall see. And then also got a calendar. Quite like these calendars. I often put them up in my classroom. Oh, that's really cute. Look at that. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah. Oh, that's really sweet. So I think I'll put that up in my classroom actually. Starts from September. It's like an academic calendar, so I'll put that up. Oh, and it's got all the charts in the back. I might actually have to stitch some of these. I've not really looked in this until filming this, but this is really cute. Oh, it's really sweet. I might have to stitch some of these. Oh, I like the cows. Foxes, rabbit. Rabbit looks a bit... Not sure about the rabbit. I'm not sure about him. Oh, hubby. Really cute. I think I am going to have to stitch that. Who knows what I'll do with it at the end and what the point of it will be. But that is really, really cute. And I quite like the rustic material that it's on. So I think I might have some of that in my stash. I will look into that one. Okay, so that's that magazine. Can't remember if I showed you this in my last video. Well, sorry, it just went really close to the camera. But I got my Rocky Mountain Santa kit. Bear tooth Santa. Lots of beads. So give that a go. I find it really difficult to stitch Christmassy things when it's not quite Christmas. I think maybe middle of October is maybe when I would start thinking about buying presents and stuff, probably. So that might be when I would consider stitching this. I don't know why. I should do Christmas stuff all year round, just, you know, so I've got stuff ready at Christmas, but I just find it a bit strange. Yeah, I really like that. Okay, so that is the only actual physical stash I have from the past fortnight, but I've got a lot of things coming. And yeah, so those are needle minders. Laying in bed last night, couldn't sleep, went on Etsy, bad idea, bought 5 needle minders from Needle Keep Emporium. Only cost me £10 though, so 5 needle minders for £10. That ain't too bad. She is so cheap, the cheapest place I have seen for needle minders, just £1 or £2 each really. Yeah, I can't even remember what I bought now. Really cute Christmassy dog. I think was new to her collection. So I follow her group on, I don't know the lady's name, but I follow the group on Facebook. So she always adds her new designs, and then I went onto the Etsy store and bought that. I think there was a rainbow lollipop. Oh, a little Van Gogh design. Starry Night in a little glass circle. I can't remember. I think it might have been a little sparkly little girl holding a Minnie Mouse balloon. But did I buy that one, or did I decide not to? I think I added about 10 in my basket and then I took some out and ended up with about 5. So yeah. So I've got that to look forward to. Still waiting for some fabric from Crafty Kitten. I think that's been about 3-4 weeks now. I do know it takes a while. I'm not too much in a rush for those, so just be a nice surprise when it gets here. The Needle Minders fabric magazine. Oh yes, Heaven and Earth Designs. Definitely been enabled by Flosstube and Instagram. When I started cross stitching and I saw people stitching Heaven and Earth designs, I thought they were utterly bonkers. So now that I've bought 3 charts, well actually 2, but waiting for a third to be made into a mini, I guess that makes me bonkers as well. Am I bonkers? It's going to take years. It's all going to take years. Am I ever going to get them done? I don't know. But I like them, so I bought them. So yeah, I will show you the designs that I have bought on my iPad. Let's have a look. So this is the one. Ooh, I'll log in again. I'll find it. So I requested one to be made into a mini. Not available to buy yet, but it says chart ready for QA. I guess that means quality assessment or something like that. But this is the design. And again, this is Christmassy, so this is going to have to be something that I work on all year round. So I've requested that to be made into a mini. And I thought I could definitely get that framed and put it up when Christmas comes round, Well, that'd be really nice. I've actually been to the Rockefeller Centre as well, so I like stitching places where I've been or having photos up of places I've been, so another reason for choosing this one. So I haven't actually bought it yet, but I've paid $10 to have the mini made up. So I guess that will come up soon. And then, so I have then bought one called Harmony. Now I bought it last weekend, $19. Guess what? A few days ago, 50% off sale. So I should have waited. I could have got it for $9.50, but I paid $19. Not the end of the world, but pretty annoying. I should have just waited a few days, considering I haven't even got the threads and fabric yet. Okay, so this is that one. Okay, so I really love the Japanese themed garden. I have ordered all the threads for it. I've ordered some 25 count fabric. I was debating how to kind of kit up for this, because I normally use a master set of anchor threads. But all the threads suggested obviously DMC. Did I want to spend... I haven't actually got a full master set of anchor. I've just got quite a lot of anchors. That's what I've collected from the start. But I've not got all of them. But then I was thinking, do I want to spend ages converting all the DMCs, all the recommended DMC thread colours to use for this, to anchors? No. Considering I probably need to buy most of them anyway. So I just went ahead and bought all the DMCs that this calls for. So, yeah. So I'm waiting for those to arrive. I bought them from Cross Stitch Heaven. Really, really cheap DMCs. The cheapest DMCs I've seen. It does say though, wait 10 to 14 days for delivery, especially if you need to order five or more of one colour. And I think there was only one colour where I needed to order 5. There were some where I had to order 2 or 3 of them, but most of them it was just 1. I'm avoiding using the word skein, because I don't know if it's skein or skein. But yeah, so waiting for those to come. I think I had to order 108. So that was a bit of a spend. But it's my hobby, so I don't go on wild parties and spend loads on drink, drugs and rock and roll. So I'm going to spend it on cross stitch. So that's that one. And then when I saw that they had a sale, I went back on, had another look again, and I bought, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to find this one. Again, it's like a really nice landscape shot. Let me try and log in and find it. Oh, you know, entertain yourselves for a minute, just while I log in and try and find my design that I bought. Okay, so here it is. This has got really lovely colours in it. Really lovely pastel colours. It's called the Breakers. So I bought a mini version. Okay, so really nice scene of waves crashing against rocks on the beach. Love that sky. I have quite nice pinks and lilacs, I think, in the colour list. Haven't downloaded it yet because I want to go on the PC, download it on there, save a version on there, and then send it to my iPad that way. You only get one download, so I'm going to do it that way, so I've got a copy on there as well as on my iPad. Yeah, so having bought those, I then did some research into the best PDF reader to use for cross stitch charts. So I bought Good Reader, I think $3.99 on the App Store, and that seems to work really, really well. I haven't actually used it properly yet, but I played around with it, and I think that'll be really nice to use when I'm stitching my Harmony Japanese garden design. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to those threads coming. I hope they're here next weekend, but who knows, hopefully they will be. I'm really eager to get started. Oh yeah, also, I normally stitch in hand, so I use, the biggest frame I've got is this. It's 11 by 17 frame. Like a Q-snap, but I think it's called R&R frame. Is this going to be okay to stitch a heaven and earth design on? And I think the one I'm starting with is 25 inches by 17. What I mean is it going to end up being too heavy for me to hold? I haven't got a floor frame or like a stand or anything else like that. Is it going to be too difficult? I hope not. I know I have lots of excess fabric around the edge and it's alright because I can use my grime guard to, roll it up into. But yeah, any ideas or advice would be appreciated. Yeah, just looking at my notes. So I am going to, I think, finish up and just let you know about my plans for the next couple of weeks. So I'm going to finish my Clouds Factory postcard today. I've really got an inkling, I don't know if that's the right word, but I really want to get my Joan Elliott mermaid out that I haven't touched for ages. So I might try and give that a go tomorrow. I might get it out actually and show you quickly. Where is it? I don't know. Is it? Oh yeah, this is one. So this hasn't seen the light of day for a good few weeks. I think that's the right way up. Okay, so that's all I have done so far. Some greens, blues and white. Should actually put my mermaid needle minder on this, shouldn't I, really? That would make sense. Okay, so yeah, I might give that some attention later today or tomorrow. Yeah, I really fancy working on that. Yeah, so yeah, I think that is it. So I really enjoyed watching everyone's Flosstube videos. And there's Essex Stitcher, Marmula, Stash Queen, Stitcherista, Soulful Stitcher. I recently joined the Soulful Stitchers Facebook group the other day. That was really nice. Get to see all the work that goes on in that group. Found a guy cross stitch videos called Blitz Stitch. His work is really detailed and thorough, and the videos are long but good. Denkai. Oh, lots. What's the name? I'm a Stitching. Jessie Marie does stuff. Simply in Stitches. Yeah, loads of people. So and I found a new one today, Teresa Little Stitcher. She posted a really good video on her, she recently went to a cross stitch retreat and it looked like so much fun. Her video was really, really good. I'm going to go back to watching one of her, like one before or some of her earlier ones, just to see kind of her whips and her stitching style, really. Yeah, that's another question actually. How do you find out about cross stitch retreats? Like, how do you know about them? I googled it, couldn't really find much. So anyone got any ideas? I don't know. I don't know if I'd be too nervous to go on one, but it'd be nice to know when and where one would be so I can look into it a little bit more. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to say bye. Don't forget to leave any comments if you've got any, ask me any questions. I've got my Instagram account, Buckle Stitch, that I update all the time. So yeah, so drop a comment, say hello, and I'll keep watching all you lovely people and I'll carry on stitching. So goodbye, until next time.